We've talked about the setup for the driver. We've also talked about the actual swing itself. Now, let's talk about the mental approach. Okay, so many people are so scared when they get on the tee box. It just amazes me. You could have the most perfect swing in the world. You could, have the perfect setup. Everything is good to go. But then all of a sudden they get to the tee box and they just get so tight and they so nervous. What are you so nervous about? First thing I want to talk about is the fact that 99.999% of you guys are not getting paid to play. So what are you nervous about? Okay, you hit your ball in the lake, or you hit your ball in somebody's backyard. Who cares? Okay, who cares? It's just get up there and just hit your ball, right? So the best way that you can get more comfortable on the tee box is to practice hitting from the tee box. Okay, so when you go to practice, when you get to the driving range, right, you got to figure out what is your fairway. Mark something in the distance that becomes your fairway, and then you just get up there and you just hit a million balls on the driving range and just get comfortable with pressure. What I like to do is I'll hit a wedge, then I'll hit an iron, and then I'll hit a driver, and I'll go back and forth like that. And every single time I hit driver, I'm really focused on, okay, I got 100 people watching me. And I try to put this additional pressure on myself so that when it comes to really hitting the ball from a tee with people watching, then I'm just used to that. This is what I do all the time. It's just normal. What practice does, it eliminates fear a lot of times. Okay, so if you put in enough practice and you put the time in, right, that mental part will just go by the wayside. I know I've talked a ton in the past about your process versus outcome, okay? And I think that's really key. I think the biggest process versus outcome situation is off the tee. Simple as that, right? So if you get really, really, really comfortable with going to the driving range, putting pressure on yourself on the driving range, then when that translates to the actual course, you shouldn't have a problem. Now, the other thing that you need to think about is staying loose, okay? Not getting up there on the box. You got your 3 best buds watching you. You guys are talking trash. You may have a little money on this particular round, and next thing you know, you slice your ball right out of bounds, okay? Why'd that happen? You were probably pretty tight, okay? Probably pretty tight, okay? So what I want you to do is allow the body to naturally do its thing. And what I mean by that, staying loose, okay? Do you think if you got up to a free throw in the NBA championship and was super duper tight, do you think you would even hit the rim? No, okay? So loose wrists, loose hips, loose body, just casual, drop your shoulders down, all of that. I need you to do all of that every single time you're on the tee box, right? And just constantly tell yourself, you're not that good. No, I'm just kidding. All of you guys are very, very good in your own way. Now, the last piece I want to talk to you guys about is confidence, okay? How do you go about getting confidence, okay? Because confidence is really the biggest tool we have in our entire toolbox for golf. Like literally, if you are confident over a putt, if you're confident from the fairway, but really, if you're confident from that tee box and you're loose and you're feeling good, 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit pretty decent shots. How do you build confidence? You build confidence by going through a certain process and a certain routine over and over and over again until it becomes just second nature for you. All right. So that is really, really the way to get over your fears, get over your anxieties of that first tee box, right? And this goes throughout your entire bag, especially those little tight 4-5 foot putts to win your round, or 4 or 5 foot putts to make that little extra money from your friends. Those are the tough ones off the tee, and the short putts, right? Now, the last little bonus bit here I want to tell you guys about. You don't always have to hit driver, okay? If your driver goes, say, 250, and you got a whole bunch of traps and water and hazards out there at, say, like 240 to 270, why are you hitting driver? Okay? Why are you hitting driver? Get your hybrid, hit it to like 210, and you're in safe zone, and you don't have to worry about anything. Okay? It doesn't make sense when you know a pretty decent drive is going to put you in hazard areas. Why would you do that? Okay? Like, seriously, like, why would you do that, right? And that really falls into course management. So think about your course management. Think about not putting yourself in that type of situation all the time, right? If the hazard is way, way out to the left, why are you playing around trying to go left? You need to be coming way over here to the right, okay? Just to make sure that you're safe, okay? I would much prefer to be sitting, say, 200 yards, 210 out, right? Versus, say, 250, 260, sitting in a deep trap. It makes sense to be 210 out, okay? So sometimes you got to swallow your ego, leave the driver in the bag, okay? Get the hybrid, get the 4-iron, whatever, to get it into that safe zone, okay? So don't forget about course management off the tee box as well, all right? Well, look, I hope you guys enjoyed this entire series, the setup. I hope you guys enjoyed the swing video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this mental aspect of hitting driver off the tee, or maybe not sometimes, okay? My name is Chris Graves. This has been great. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys, and I will definitely see you in the next episode.